welcome to our forum session. My name is Ifah and I will moderating today's event. I am glad that you are here. And for today's session, we will discuss about the challenges of recruitment and selection during COVID-19. Before the presentation begins, allow me to introduce the presenter. The first speaker is Jonis bin Atang and the second speaker is Nur Husna Shahira bin Muhammad Izam and the next speaker is Muhammad Rahizam bin Rahim Budin. Last but not least, our last speaker is Nick Abdurrahman Akif bin Ramli. Without wasting our time, the topic today is about the challenges of recruitment and selection during COVID-19. Today is unpredictable. The environment has an impact on internal capacity. The findings show that 95% of survived talent acquisition leaders have a reduced internal recruiting capability. With a smaller recruiting force, organizations have to redesign their talent acquisition processes, and simply redeploying existing resources is not enough. In fact, 45% of respondents perceive it's highly important to reimage and completely adjust talent acquisition process in the light of COVID-19 and its after effects, identifying opportunity to digitize processes and applying this change remain a challenge for talent management, but by implementing intelligence workflows, leaders can bridge this gap. John, what is your opinion about the challenges in recruitment and selection during the pandemic in Malaysia?
Hi, thank you, moderator Ms. Ifah. My name is Jonius. I would like to share the issue related to challenges of recruitment and selection during the pandemic. As we know, this situation is unpredictable and most countries face the same problem, but it depends on how they manage the wave of COVID-19 to survive the life, company and organization. So however, several issues related to how recruitment and selection work and impact of the recruitment and selection. The first issue is working under pressure. Alright, during the pandemic, any recruitment and selection activities could not be carried out due to the threat of the pandemic. This resulted in employers not being able to physically implement new hires due to the constraint from disease transmission. As a in fact, many existing workers are stressed because they have to work more than usual to produce a daily necessities product. For example, the Nestle food production plant. This factory was the largest producer of essential goods in Malaysia during the pandemic. Therefore, the operation of this plant could not be stopped due to high demand factors. Alright, the second issue is in technology. The technology of recruitment and selection during pandemic is a technology. Technology is very important in any sectors because with the availability of technology, all affairs and jobs are easier, especially during a pandemic. This is because any activity involving human resources in any sectors in Malaysia is focused on the virtual and does not involve in the physical or face-to-face. But unfortunately, most sectors are at the same time at a problem in terms of skills, ability or knowledge to operate or implement any program due to a lack of knowledge, such as how to interview and evaluate a candidate through a Google Meet or Zoom or any platform to hiring during a pandemic. Due to that situation, an important company or production experiencing of shortage of employees. Thus, the companies involved do not have much time to evaluate each candidate or for appointment to the position provided. So another issue is mobility. The big challenge is movement control order (MCO) during a pandemic. Most Malaysians cannot move or leave their homes beyond a 10 kilometers radius without the permission from the PDRM or the Health Ministry. So the issue is that anyone who wants to find a job has to apply for permission to leave, which indirectly burdens many parties. On the company side, they cannot access or meet the requirement and selection requirement because candidates are limited and face new rules imposed by the government, such as the implementation of work from home.
For example, recruiting for open position was tough at the height of the pandemic. In some areas, recruiters may be not facing the same struggles they faced before. From your point of view, what are the best recruitment strategies for human resources during this pandemic?
Hi everybody, my name is Muhammad Rahizal. Nice to meet you all today. Thank you. Thanks to moderator. Hiring in general also slowed during the pandemic. That forced recruiters to get creative with hiring and recruitment strategy. Recruiters also spend time to learning how to integrate new talent acquisition tools. First of all, identify your new hiring goals. The impact of the pandemic also reflects in the need for new skills. Many businesses had to turn their business digital, creating the need to fill new types of roles that did not exist before in their organizations, which require a new skill set. As such, the ideal candidate from before may not suit the business need anymore. It's crucial to identify the new role of organization need to fill, the skill required to succeed in those role, and the ideal candidate profile, considering the possible change in the company culture as well. Let people know you are hiring. Many qualified candidates who were looking for job before the pandemic. It may assume that most companies are not hiring during the crisis. So, you must make it well know that your company is actively seeking new employees. In this case, you have to be realistic in your offer. It's a very uncertain time for business and employee alike. So when you're hiring, be sure the company can support a new employee with no reservation or modifications. When you're hiring during a crisis, I think you need to be very conscious of what you can offer. If you think or know the circumstance will change after the crisis passes, such as the employee shifting to in-office work, lay all of that out when you give the job offer. Things are different now and will be different after the crisis. Company leader must have clear plans. Thank you.
Husna, what are the benefits of conducting interview using online platform?
Thank you, Ms. Ifa, for conducting today's forum. Today's topic is a very interesting topic to discuss about. First of all, I would like to say thank you very much for inviting me in discussing today's topic to public. During pandemic of COVID-19, there are many challenges in recruiting and selecting suitable candidate to fill a position. However, internet and virtual method has been a new medium in recruitment process. Despite of many cons, there are pros in it too. First point is save costs. In this context, we can see that it is beneficial towards selected candidate to attend an interview since the interview has been conducted online. Candidate may have not to spend more costs, especially on travel expenses such as petrol, toll, or public transport fare if the interview location is far from them just to attend the interview. Second point is time saver. As we know, an old school method of recruiting process of face-to-face interview before pandemic had consumed much time. By doing it online, on candidate side can save more time in traveling and use the ample time to make more preparation for the interview at home. While on the interviewer side, they do not have to do much preparation, for instance, to book a meeting room for interview slot on that particular day, or to tidy or make a preparation for the room which is going to be used for interview. Last but not least, it is convenient for all. As we know, when we done an interview via online platform, the place and time for interview are very flexible for both parties to conduct and attend an interview. If before this we have been practiced to conduct an interview only on weekdays and during working hour time, now we can conduct it on any time at anywhere despite of many environmental challenges during pandemic based on both parties' availability at one time.
Akif, in difficult situations of pandemic cases, especially for who are be fired or terminated by their job, what strategies suggestions for improving their...
Thank you to our moderator for that question. Actually, in pandemic cases, COVID-19 is the most serious health crisis in the world has experienced in century, and it could also be one of the biggest destroyer of jobs in human history. That matters greatly when people are stripped of their work. They suffer loss not just income, but also dignity, meaning, and hope. The alternative that can take is first great food. Great health also be enjoyed. The surge with delivery increased 30% compared to the previous week before the MCO. Merchant partner record a 25% increase in online business revenue through GrabFood. While over 8,000 merchants signed up, GrabFood has spoken say over 100,000 Grab car had driven, support deliver, and the transport business has heavily affected with 19% decrease in riders. In September, almost 25% of food delivery was completed by Grab car driver, and over the period, platform create earning opportunity for those in need with over 10,000 people join Grab as driver and delivery partner. The company has been double-digit growth quarters on quarter. Grab has expanded Grab car, Grab food, and Grab Mart coverage in several small towns in Peninsula Malaysia in the same month. Meanwhile, Foodpanda revealed by between March and June, the total of the new riders has doubled compared to previous month. From March to July, over 20,000 new riders joined the Foodpanda has ventured into daily grocery deliver collect shop from over 3,500 vendors nationwide. The second method are online business. Vendors on shop include Tesco, 7-Eleven, Family Mart, and Spencer, Watsons, Shell, Select, and Petrol. The service is also launched for small and medium enterprises that are looking to move their business online. Early on pandemic issue, a new grocery delivery service, Pacman, said instead to have a warehouse in major city nationwide. Instantly deliver out of warehouse to 25 locations, also known the dark store, which are not open to public. Thank you.
Thank you for informative and interesting talk. To increase efficiencies and experience within the recruiting process, enterprise must use innovative technologies that provide constant access to data and help put candidates and employee needs first. Researchers identify 4 imperatives to successful talent acquisition, optimizing enrollment, which is build resilient and scalability, ensure a strong talent experience, optimize the use of technology and digital workers, and use third party for scaling and reimagining. Finally, we come to the end part of our presentation. I would like to say thanks again to our presenter for the informative and interesting talk, and also thank you to audience for active participations, and hopefully the presentation will be beneficial for everyone. Thank you.